Oh my good dude, ALO.
What's up?
How you doing?
Chilling, bro. Chilling.
Good,
What's
good.
good
Feel like
with
I
you?
ain't talked to you in a minute.
Nah, it's been some time, bro.
Okay, been like what, 3 months from now?
It's been a
February
minute.
type.
Way before I made my trip,
Yeah,
and then I just be like, no one's really seen me as much because like I've been working,
get the bread up.
trying to get to it, bro. I
Exactly. I
got
feel
goals
you.
right now, so trying to get to it right now.
How's the mental? How's the physical doing? How you doing?
Uh, I'm doing as good as I can right now. You know, with COVID and everything going on from last year, we had like a freeze in time type of thing, so it was just like it was cool to have, but I feel like I didn't take as much advantage as I should have.
Mm.
You know, I kind of got like too comfortable in the like the
Time
pause of
off.
thing. Yeah.
Right.
So like now that things like picking back up, it just feels like everything's moving like fast as shit.
For sure.
So it's just like having to like get back into the right mental and like getting back to what I was trying to be on.
Exactly.
You know, it's kind of hard because like like life is life. Not everything's gonna work out
Right.
like how you want it to. So, just trying to figure it out how I can and staying praying, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Feel me?
So I mean, I guess I'm gonna start from like the little origin. You know what I'm saying? Like beginning type. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you do a lot. I feel like a lot of people don't know you do a lot.
I mean, origin just goes like way back when I was just watching my brothers draw.
For sure.
And then like, I was like, I didn't start drawing. I was just like trace on the screen, like put the paper on the screen and start tracing and shit like that. And then like, I just started drawing a lot. And then when it comes to like Happy Sorrows and everything that I'm doing right now, I would say like it didn't start in high school, but like it started in high school type shit. Like I was going through like, everyone goes through those rough. I was going through like a little rough patch, like so like painting was kind of like an escape. Like I like making like art and stuff like that. I like making cool shit. So it's like I just use that as like when I'm not feeling too good or when I'm stressing or whatever, just paint whatever how I'm feeling or how I want to feel or shit like that. So that's kind of where it started. And then I would say maybe like I want to say like 2018 summer. I'll say 2018 summer is when like I met up with one of my brother's coworkers. Shout out to her. Her name's Maisha Luster.
For sure.
Shout out to her for real, cause like, but really shout out to both of them, cause like they're like the main reason why I kind of like started Happy Sorrow. She's the one who even like helped me like bring up the name, cause like she asked me kind of what you're asking me right now, like why'd you start painting, why'd you start doing this, So it's like I'm still trying to like. I took a break because like we'll get to that, but
right.
but what's it called? So it was just like the fact that like me not being in a happy place caused me like unknowingly to just like make a lot of cool shit. So like that's kind of where like the whole like that's where it kind of like originated from, and then I kind of made it more personal to me. Is just like I want people to feel like as best as they can, like
right.
Like I don't want people to mentally go through what I went through. Like I just want everyone like I like making people happy. Basically, like I want to like if I need to help somebody, I'm gonna help them. Do whatever I can. Be there, this and that. That's just what I found out about myself. Like I found myself to be very empathetic. So like I'm somewhat very good at like putting myself in other people's shoes, and like I can tell when like something could possibly be off. And, like I just want to make everyone's day like great. I want people smiling and shit. So that's kind of.
My bad. So what would you say is like the meaning behind Happy Sorrows? Because I know that's like an oxymoron. You know what I'm saying?
So like that's kind of what it. That's kind of. It sounds head ass, but like I would say like I'm like I want to say like I'm kind of like an oxymoron kind of thing because like I'm a very outgoing, happy person, whatnot. But like I got a lot of shit going on.
Right.
Like, I got a lot of shit like. It could be pretty dark. It could be like pretty bright. It could be it's both ways. Mm-hmm. So like. I'm sure everyone goes to that, but like, me, it's like it really hit me, especially like with what I'm trying to put out and everything. And like I've taken a break kind of from like making clothes because there's just a lot of shit going on. And like I figured out like I've kind of like I'm noticing I've like my why I started originally and like why I'm going right now. It's not really lined up how I want it to be. So like I just want to take some time to like really like get back to like why I started and like I want that feeling again. So like that's just everything takes time. Like making something successful, like there's a lot of pauses and goes and like rough patches and shit like that. So it's just like I don't want to deep it too much to where like, cause I've almost like stopped making clothes and shit like that. But
Right.
I don't want to get to that point because like stopping doesn't really help shit. Like if anything, it'll make it worse. So I'm just trying to get through how you get through it. You know what I'm saying? And just like just hope for the best. Like I know where I want to be in life. I've seen it. I felt
Right.
it. You know. So I just got to go through the rough patches just to get to that point type shit. So
I mean, I feel like taking steps back to reflect is always a good thing.
yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, I feel like even for me personally, you know, like there's been times where I've taken a couple months to, you know, upload something or do something, you know, just because like, you know, you're not in the right mindset.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like that's a great thing that you're actually aware of, knowing that, you know, I'm gonna take a step back, you know, to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, props to you on that. You know, I just want to say what, you know, obviously, you know, you've taken time off doing it, but what was your influence like before growing up and everything, starting that up, like, you know, even with
Like
drawing?
Happy Sorrows?
Yeah.
Or drawing? Honestly, I just like making shit. Like,
right.
I just like making shit. And I don't know. I don't really know. I think probably my biggest inspiration was probably my brothers. If I might be like the origin of why I even started drawing.
So your brothers draw too?
Yeah, like my brothers draw, my dad draws, like, so it's like,
so it runs deep.
Yeah, so like deep. I'm seeing everyone that could draw. It's like, yo, like what the fuck? I'm gonna pick up a pencil and see what the fuck I can do. Yeah, right. Yeah. So like that's kind of where it just came from. And this like art is just like very, very subjective, and just like no one can tell you like, no, you got to do it this way, you got to do it that way,
your
because
vision.
Like, it's your shit. That's why like I just like, that's why you say like I do a lot of shit, because like I just like I like making shit. Like I want shit to be me. Like I want to show myself in ways that I don't know how to tell people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like that's kind of how like I express myself sometimes, and like sometimes it doesn't come out the right way how I like it. So like not everything that I put out or I want to put out, you know, is like how I want it, because you know, I would say like I'm not good at like, I'm not always the best at like being open and like really putting stuff out there. So it's something that I'm also working on right now. Just that's why I'm just taking this whole break, just trying to figure everything out. So like when I come back, is like how I want to, and like the feelings are right, like everything is right. So like I could just say like I'm putting my best out there. Like I know for a fact I'm like actually giving it my all.
For sure.
You know, so I just want to get to that point, and like maybe stopping isn't the right way. Maybe I should be actually just keep putting shit out. You know, I don't know. So like it's just literally all a part of it.
I mean, I feel like there's times where, you know, people overthinking can get you like killed. You know, I'm sure you heard that before. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people sit back and try to, like this isn't right. Oh, this is, you know. And I feel like perfectionists are the people that never succeed because you want it to be perfect. And
that's
nothing's
one of
perfect.
my problems. Yeah, because like I want everything to be perfect, but that's literally impossible. Like
exactly.
You got to put a lot of bullshit out sometimes to like end up seeing like what that perfection really is. You know, take some time to like get that feedback, and like shit, you're gonna hear people say like, yeah, I don't fuck with your shit, like that whole sucks. Like sometimes you need to hear that just to know like, all right, like why.
And even if they feel that way, like who gives a fuck?
Yeah, at the end of the day,
like
I
like it.
Art. Yeah, yeah. So like it could really go both ways. That's what I'm saying. Like I've caught myself kind of like moving towards the end where it's like I'm too worried about like me putting out shit that everyone else likes instead of me putting out myself and just like being comfortable with that, and like just keep doing me, and like just believing that where everything I'm doing, and like everything that like everything I'm aiming to be and to do, like I'm just gonna get there, you know. So I just gotta like really like believe the process, which is way easier said than done.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
it's very easy to say all this shit, like it really is, but like there's
talk
a lot
is cheap.
Yeah, talk is very, very cheap, bro. Because like there's a lot of tears, there's a lot of anger, there's laughter and happiness and all that, but like you have to be okay with the fact that like like there might be a day where I feel like shit.
Exactly.
I just feel like complete shit.
And and those are the days that like your friends and family will really be there to like, you know, uplift you, because you know there's days where, you know, I'm sure I can speak for every person that's creative. You know, you really lay down one day and you're like, bro, today's not the day.
Today's literally not the day.
It's not the day I want to do this shit. Exactly. So, you know, and people there for you, and you might have something scheduled that day, and maybe you might, maybe you're not, but like you just don't feel like doing it, and that's just how you feel at that particular moment. And maybe the next day you might feel super motivated. And I think that's the thing too, that, you know, there's days where you're unmotivated and there's days where you're motivated. And I think the thing about that is that really it all comes down to discipline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you could really just not. It's like going to the gym. You know, you be trying to get swole. I be trying to get, be trying to, get in the gym, get active. You know what I'm saying? So, it's, there's days you don't want to go to the gym. There's days you don't want to run that 2 mile, 3 mile, whatever it is, and you still hit that hill because you after you do it, you're gonna feel better.
Yeah, and like stopping, like that's one thing. Like everyone just wants to like, bro, I don't want to go through this shit no more. Like I'm off, but it's just like looking back, like turning around, like looking back, like, but like what else? Like, stopping isn't really an option. Bro,
no,
sometimes it's really that's really what you gotta do, bro. You just gotta like chill for a bit, stay in one place, and really think like, all right, I'm saying I don't want to do this, but what else? Like, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm passionate about. So like, you gotta do that, right. Because like once you stop, it's like settling, bro. Exactly. Nobody wants to really settle, bro. Exactly. Like people settle, like but nobody truly wants to settle. So it's like, fuck that settling shit.
And that's why there's times where like, people just think, and I'm not gonna lie, for example, I'm 22, I'm sure you're 21, right? Yeah. I feel like we're young and obviously time is on our side, but I feel like the more you think like that, it's just, you're going to be on some, okay, I got time. But, time ticks.
Time ticks, yo. Like time, like I'm just thinking about like graduating high school to this point, like,
oh yeah.
Like, sometimes I just sit, but like, damn.
That shit doesn't feel real sometimes.
Like, damn, like I was low key, like 4 or 5 years ago. It seems like a long ass time, but it was literally just 4 or 5 years ago. Exactly. Yeah, and like 4 or 5 years later, I'm gonna be saying the same shit, like, and it's just about like time. Like we're young, we have a lot of time, but like at the end of the day, time doesn't wait for no man, yo. Like once that minute's gone, that was gone, and like it's a lot of like procrastinating is something definitely my top 3 problems right now.
Right. Yeah, I feel that's a lot of people. It's like you're not alone with that.
It's like yeah, I'm gonna hit that house. Like let me just chill for a bit, and then you don't chill for a bit. It's like, I'm just hit that hoe tomorrow. I'm gonna just hit that hoe tomorrow. Some shit. But it's just like, I swear. Like it's like you said, but it's all about that discipline, yo. Because it's like without discipline, like it's not. I'm not gonna say without discipline you won't get to your goal, but you're gonna go through a lot more bullshit before you get there. So it's like, it's best to just like, it's cool to fuck around now. Like get all that out the way. Like like this is our learning time right now. Like we're young. This is our learning time. Like get everything like make your mess ups, make your screw ups, because there's gonna be a point where like you can't make those screw ups and mess ups no more, and like you don't want to like feel like damn, like I'm here and like I'm still not on shit. Exactly. Like you're still making the same mistakes. So it's like it's all about making mistakes and learning. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I feel like that's just like a lot, like a very important part in like being an entrepreneur and like going like your way. Right. Like no one can really like. People can help you, people can be there for you, but like no one can tell you like if your way is right or wrong, because like it's your way. Like if people are telling you what to do, then it can't be your way. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's good to really have people there to hold you down, like, because shit gets really unstable really quick, yo. So like without that stable like home or like that stable like group of friends, just like shit can get really lonely and get really fucked.
No, oh God, I feel that. So obviously you were talking about your brothers influencing you and all that. So with Happy Sorrows, what was it that got you into clothes? Like, have you always been into fashion? Yeah. You always been into just clothes and all that? I mean, I know you come from Nigeria, so it's like, they be dressing over there.
It's funny because, like, I mean, for the longest, like, looking back at how I used to dress, it was shit. Like this was shit.
I feel like there's a lot of people, they be looking back like damn, why was I wearing that?
I was really not eating that. Yeah, I was really not eating that. But, like, I just really started, like, enjoying, like when I got to a certain age, it's like, yo, like I love like looking good. Like exactly. I like looking good. Like I like looking clean, or sometimes I want to be cozy. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a lot of feelings, and like I want to show how I'm feeling that day through like clothes. Like so, like if I'm feeling cozy, bro, just wear some cozy shit. If I want to look like dapper, look clean and whatnot, then like put on something fitted, put on something nice and shit. So like right now, it's just like everything's pretty simple right now, but like I have a bigger like vision for what I want like Happy Sorrows to be, and it's just like I said, it's just all about the stages. And I'm working on stuff. Like I have stuff like that I'm drawing up. I'm trying to find the people to talk to get what I need to get, but it's just like like I'm still trying to figure out like I want like I don't even know how to put it, but like I'm still trying to figure out what I want to show from Happy Sorrows, or like I want people to see Happy Stars and just like they already have an idea in their head, like like you Happy Stars, boom, it connects to something else. So like I'm still trying to figure out what I want that connection to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's just like things like that is like what I'm thinking of while I'm also trying to like put things together and stuff like that. So it's just like I'm trying to. I find myself just thinking a lot in the future, and that kind of like slows me down a bit.
Right.
Because it's like I'm wanting to be there already, but like I just gotta like
take the steps,
take those steps to get there, and just realize that I'm here right now. So like I have to do what I have to do here, so I can make that next step to get closer to where I'm. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's just like all that shit is just it's a lot in my head. So you know, so I'm just trying to like just stay grounded and just still do my thing.
I mean, just stay true to yourself. Like stay who you are. Like just never give up, bro. Just always push forward. You know what I'm saying?
So are you into clothes?
I am into. I feel like I've always been like you were saying. Like I feel like I look at my pictures from back then. Like why was I wearing that? But I always been into clothes. I feel like at the time a nigga thought he was clean. I don't care what nobody says. Like you know what I'm saying? So like that's just how I am. Like so for me, yeah, I always been into clothes. Even nowadays, like I be trying to find pieces that I like. I be and it's not all about like designer. You know what I'm saying? It's just really just about things that I like.
That's why I appreciate thrifting.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I feel like being able to just put together a piece, no matter the name, whatever it is, like if you see something like, yeah, like I could put this with this or I could do this with that. Like I feel like that's really the key. Like if you're focused on like designer is awesome, designer is great, like that's cool. But like if that's the focus point, then like, I wouldn't say like, I'm not going to say you can't dress.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that, but like being able to put a fit together, you got to be able to do that with anything.
Exactly.
Like,
and that's the thing too, is that, when I look at people with clothes, like when people tell me, oh, I'm not really into clothes like that, I'm kind of like, bro, that's just like, I'm not going to say you're weird, but it's like, damn, like I feel like these are costumes that we just got, like that God gave us to put on. Like you can be whoever you want in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, like I could literally walk and put on anything and somebody just sees me and thinks I'm somebody because that's what I put on. Like you can walk in a room wearing something completely different, people look at you. And whether you get confident or you get insecure over that, that's just based on who you are. Yeah. So that's just the coolest part to me about, clothing and everything. And that's why, people that like you or whoever is making clothes, like it's your vision. And that's basically what you're just putting through and what you're actually kind of just brainstorming to yourself. And that's how you want to, basically, it's basically your mind in a piece of clothing.
Yeah. That's what, like, I would say, like, make like putting clothes together, all that shit is just art, yo.
Right.
Because there's some people who could really put like the most random shit together, and like that whole just looks like it works. Like,
exactly.
Like that whole really really looks like it works. So like I'm really like I would say like one of my favorite like artists. Like I really love the way he dresses. Probably like A$AP Nas. Like I think he's clean. Like I think that nigga's clean as fuck. Like, I don't care. Like, so it's like people who could just like put shit together. Yo, like that's just like just really really fire to me. And like it's like people who say like they don't fuck with clothes, like they don't fuck with music. It's like like what do you like enjoy? Cause it's like I don't know. I feel like shit like that. Like you get to try to see things from like someone else's perspective, bro. Especially with music, yo. Like you can listen to a song and it could change your whole mood, yo.
For sure.
Just randomly change your whole mood. So it's like when people say like they don't, I'm like why? Like so like what do you fuck with? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's that kind of throws me. I'm not, like you said, I'm not gonna say they're weird or whatever because like everyone has their preferences, but it's just like why though? Like,
no.
Like there's so much different types of music for you to say like I don't fuck with just music, like,
right.
Instead of saying like I don't fuck with this genre, it's like.
I mean, speaking on music, you make music yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying, and you also make beats, whether it's a hobby or not. Like, that's another thing I was talking about is that you do a lot of different things that you just dip and dabble in. People can't say that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure, you enjoy doing it because you wouldn't do it if you didn't enjoy doing it.
Like I really enjoy like. I'm still finding my sound right now, like, and I feel like it's fun to try to find your sound because it gives you like the chance to really like try different things in music. Like, I'm really focused on like getting out of my comfort zone right now,
right?
Because like I get nervous in the booth, like so just like I'm just trying to like get out my head and just like be where I'm at and just like really like rock out, bro. Exactly. Just like really make some like some cool shit, some lit shit, you know what I'm saying, some smooth shit, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So just like I'm just still trying to find like what sounds best and like what's gonna catch people's ear and like what's gonna catch my ear. I'm working on a lot of stuff right now when it comes to music, so it's like all different sounds and just trying to figure out like like what could I really like roll with. And like me saying that, I still want to be able to do like a lot of different things. Like I don't want to just be like like he makes this type of music or like we're expecting him to sound like this when he drops something. Like I don't want that shit. Like I want to be the type of person that makes music and it's just like unexpected. Like people are really gonna say like yo, like what's he finna like do next type shit. Like drop some shit and it's like whole different vibes. Like I can make you feel different ways and like, you know what I'm saying? So like that's just really what I'm trying to do, and like that's really my goal when it comes to music. Like I don't want to be really limited and like put in a box of like this he's in this category, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm like I have a lot of shit that I'm working on right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking for like a videographer right now. I'm just trying to work on I'm trying to work on a visual, because I feel like that's one thing that I'm kind of missing right now. I want people to like see what like when I made the song or what I'm feeling. I'm trying to put that into visuals and like give people that same like energy. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, there's a lot of things that really go into making music. Like a lot of people probably know this, but it's just like actually being the one that's like doing it and trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's frustrating. It's stressful sometimes. It's pricey, definitely. But at the end of the day, that shit's all worth it. Cause like once you really find that hoe, like once you're in your pocket, that you could really run with some shit.
Exactly.
Bro. Like,
I mean, you know, people you got around you, you know, are always gonna be supportive with you too with that. You got a lot of musicians around you, so you know that's the best part about it. You know, so I mean, I feel like music is subjective too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You go in that booth, you create whatever you want. You know, it's whatever you want it to be, and the same thing. It's another form of art.
Literally,
it's you. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's good, like whether you think it's good or bad, whether people like it or not, that's what it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna get back to your art part. There's no way you could tell me ain't no anime inspired you to draw more, or to influence yourself, or to even push you more at all.
I would say, yo, like when it comes to anime, I wouldn't say it like the music.
Okay.
I love anime music,
right.
Yo, and like I would say that has inspired like kind of like it showed me a new genre of music. Like mm-hmm. when I first started drawing, like I wanted to listen to like peaceful shit. So like there was what's that shit called? Samurai Champloo.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's vibe. That's vibe.
Yeah, soundtrack
so,
crazy.
You know, soundtrack is crazy. So
Visuals
it's just like
crazy.
Like I like the vibes of their music, yo, and like it brought me to make like a lot of like peaceful art, and like kind of show like my chill side, and like, you know, it really helped me tap into that, because like when I started listening to like a lot of like instrumentals and shit, I got into jazz.
Right.
I got into what's it called? But just like, you know, just like lo-fi music, house music, stuff like that, where it's like it's all about like the vibe of the song, like no words, just like literally just like instrumentals and just sounds, yo. And like I would say that really like that did have some influence in my art, because like that kind of kept me at peace.
Right.
And like, you know, like I put that piece into my art, you know what I'm saying? And like even to this day, like when I'm making clothes or like sewing something up, like I listen to jazz. Like I just don't want to. Sometimes I just don't want to hear people's words. Like I just want to like feel how that music just makes me feel.
Mm-hmm.
And like I really like that.
No,
I
for
really
sure.
fuck with that 100%. So I would say like that's probably one of the one things like I really appreciate about like anime.
For sure.
Like the music.
You got to give me your top 5 right now. Now that we came onto this.
Top 5 what? Anime?
You got to give me your top 5 now.
As of right now, number 1, top down, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched that?
Yeah, for sure.
Dummy. Have you finished it?
I fuck with it.
Dummy.
Hard.
All right, so Jujutsu Kaisen.
This is right now, for sure, right?
This is right now. It's currently Jujutsu Kaisen. My Hero Academia. What's that one thing called? The Promised Neverland or something. Yeah, have you heard of it?
Yeah,
you know what
I'm
talking about? Yeah. Promised Neverland. Boruto gotta go in there 100%. My 5th one, Attack on Titan.
Okay. For sure.
No, that wasn't in any order. But
like, okay.
Jujutsu Kaisen is number 1 though.
Like, so that's by default.
Yeah, that's number 1 by default. But like all the others, there was no's.
That's what's up.
What's yours?
Man, I mean, you talking about right now or just like all time? Like, man, I got.
I'll say right now.
Right now. Damn, that's crazy. That's a hard question. I feel like, okay, yeah. Right now, I'd say probably. Like, no order for me. Probably Jujutsu Kaisen, for sure. Attack on Titan, for sure. You seen Tower of God? Came out, like, last summer.
No.
Really, it's good. I like it. I enjoyed it a lot. That was really cool.
There's a lot of episodes?
No, like 12.
I'm tapping.
Yeah, I'll
Hulu?
tap in.
Netflix?
I think so. Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Niggas they got that. Niggas they got that. Nah, I think it's on Hulu too though. I don't know. YouTube that bitch. I don't know. But that'll be that, and then probably my last two probably have to be like what have I watched recently? I ain't really watched a lot recently, but I gotta say probably like fuck it. I'm gonna just throw in some shit I've seen in the past just because I fuck with it so much. It'll be like Code Geass and like probably like fifth would probably be Gurren Lagann.
But I've heard of Code. What'd you say?
Code Geass.
See, I be seeing that, but isn't that the one with like the? I don't know if I like the graphics to it.
Like what do you mean, like the mechs and all that shit?
Yeah.
It's like nah, bro, you gotta watch it
because it's that type of graphics.
But you gotta really, the story, bro, is different. Best story how you seen like that's honestly probably like arguably like the best show. Arguably, you could argue it, but like definitely.
Honestly,
like,
I hold Death Note, but like Death Note is definitely top there, just strictly because of the storyline.
Exactly,
strictly
you know what I'm saying?
Storyline.
Yeah, exactly. There's some stories that are just really in, like they're really in depth and very like in tune.
A lot of people sleep on animes because it's cartoon, but like, bro, niggas, like them storylines be moving different. Like they'll put you to tears.
Oh no, bro, those are real life situations. Yeah. I mean, obviously they're not real. Like it can be supernatural at times, but like what do you want to call it?
Like
the issues that people go through. Yeah, like you really that's real. Like it's really emotion. So I mean,
that hoe is definitely like that hoe can touch you 100%.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna switch gears a little bit, and I'm gonna get into WeYounite, and I know that's like a little organization that you've been part of, all that.
Shout out to Fahed, shout out to Lath.
For sure.
Known him since high school. It was like a random night, like the origin of it is like a random night. It's like. It was just like a long day, and like I was just like, I just been thinking of it's like something I've been thinking about probably for like a couple of months before it actually happened. But like I posted a tweet. I was like, yo, like I'm just trying to figure out my place in the world and like how I can like help make the world better like in my own way. And then he just sent me a DM from that tweet. He's like, bro, let's start a nonprofit. I'm like, should I? Hit that. And then like from there it was just like about there's a lot of steps to making it like a legit nonprofit. Like I didn't even know about. Like I thought it was just like, yo, like I'm a nonprofit, but
what's the detail?
It's like you gotta go to someone who's gonna like basically file everything for you, and then that has to be sent to Austin. And then for that you gotta drop like dummy bread for that. So like that shit gotta be sent to Austin. Then you gotta wait some time for Austin to send it back to you. And then at that point, you have to now figure out like tax shit and like being able to get like tax approved and figure out what you're approved for. And like, there's a lot that goes into that. I didn't even like realize like nonprofits, like,
Right.
So just like, you have to go through all that. And like, it's fun. Like, cause like seeing we feed the homeless on, we used to feed the homeless on every first Saturday of the month.
Right.
So like actually seeing like people out here like really really struggling, like sometimes we don't really think about it because like we're living our day to day, like we're just like walking by, in
your own world,
you're literally in your own world. There's nothing wrong with that because like like everyone has their own lives to live, but like when your focus for that day is like, yo, like let me really see what's going on and like let me see who I can really help, like you really see like a lot of shit's like, damn, and like shit's pretty fucked right now, yo, and like it doesn't really it gets talked about, but like it's just like it might sound fucked, but like there's some times I just be thinking like, yo, like at the end of the day, like nobody really gives a fuck. Like everyone's just trying to like focus on like themselves and like the people next to them, and like that's perfectly fine. Like I said, like I find myself doing that too sometimes. Like I'm just focused on like the people I love, but like sometimes you gotta like think like bigger than that, and like that's kind of what like WeUnite's all about. That's why it's spelled like that. It's about like those that can do something just coming together to like really do something. You know what I'm saying? And like hopefully that little doing something can really turn into something major. Like our main goal right now, like the ultimate goal that we want to do, which is going to take like years, like we know that, but we want to build like a school. Like my idea for it is like kind of like an art school, like an art / basically like an art school, yeah. Like, but like it won't be strictly for like music and like drawing and shit. Like we're gonna have like computer programmers, stuff like that, people who mess with the cloud. Like I just want to give like kids like that don't have that opportunity like regularly, just give them that opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Because like there's a lot of people out here that don't have a lot of things, but with those things they could be going crazy, going crazy, bro. There's a lot of talent that hasn't been seen, that hasn't been tapped into yet. So it's just like being able to be that person to like give someone that opportunity Like I would really love that feeling. I want to like feel that. So like that's kind of what we're working towards. But you got to start small. So like right now we're just trying to get ourselves out there. We're working on like a sports fundraiser right now. That's kind of something we're trying to put together to raise some money because we want to get like a food truck so we're not like stuck in one spot when we're feeding the homeless. Kind of like spend a couple minutes in the city, go to a different city, drop off some food. You know, like be really like around, bro. Like around, like be like an actual community. You know what I'm saying? So like we're trying to do like a sports fundraiser right now. Like we're trying to figure out if we're trying to do sand volleyball or basketball, but kind of like have a team form together. Like, you know, we're trying to still figure out the logistics of pricing and everything, but basically like have a team put together, put the money, get your own team. You know, you can make your own jersey if you want, like really make like a fun like event, like a whole tournament type thing, and like winner get the prize. Like literally it's gonna be like a whole like type of like a day event, like just make the whole like just vibes, like, you know, like a community type of, you know, just make the whole just like friendly and just like that's kind of what we want to like put out there. Like we're the youth, and like we want to reach out to the youth to just like, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we can do, yo. Like everyone is focused on like, you know, getting their bread up and doing that, and that's perfectly fine, but like sometimes like helping someone isn't gonna like slow your success down, like, you know. Like helping is never gonna slow your success down. If anything, it could possibly help it, because like who knows who's watching, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like there's nothing wrong with helping, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone wants a better future. Like nobody wants the future to be shit. So it's just like let's make those steps. Like let's do that shit. Like
and it was you and what were the other two names?
Lath and Fahed.
Lath and Fahed. Shout out to both of them.
Yeah, and you, 100%, yo, 100%.
For sure.
Like,
you know, I feel like it's crazy you say that because, bro, people, for example, if I'm in downtown Dallas and I'm going somewhere, and someone asks me, hey, you got $1 or you got this, you know what I'm saying? It's out of my convenience that I have it in my wallet, you know what I'm saying? Not give to somebody. Y'all are really going out your way to do this. People don't do that.
Yeah.
People do not go out their way to go feed the homeless. Yeah. And there's people that, obviously people do, but like, people in general don't do that.
Yeah, like it's not.
People don't wake up in the morning at 9 a.m. and say, I'm going to go feed the homeless today.
Yeah, it's definitely not the
People
norm.
do it out of convenience. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Like you said, we have our own day-to-day lives to live through. But the fact that y'all are doing that, that says a lot about y'all's character and who y'all are and what y'all want to represent. So, I mean, hats off to y'all for that, bro. Because, you know, that's different. Especially nowadays, you know, like, we already go through a lot of things, and obviously people have it worse. And that's what y'all are basically showing, that people have it worse.
Like shit's really bad out there, man. It's like, I don't even know. Like one of the things that kind of like really touched me too. I saw it on Twitter. I don't know if you've ever heard, like, there's this guy that kind of like interviews kids that's like been through like fuck situations, or like he interviews people. Well, basically like there's like, you know, he interviews people who's been in like really bad situations to really figure out, like, because everyone hears about crackheads, everyone hears about, you know, moms with kids, but they're still like, you know, fucking on the side to get their money. Or like everyone always hears about it, but like nobody really knows like the story like beneath it. And like, you know, people have been really dealt like bad cards. Like, you know, sometimes people like they fuck up, they get chances, they fuck up, but like some people are just dealt like bad cards, you know, and like you never know why somebody is where they're at right now, you know. So like it's just like keeping that in mind is just like, yo, like that some people didn't choose to be in this situation, you know. Some people really like had dreams, had aspirations, like wanted to be something big. So like, you know, me being in the position I'm at, like, you know, having what I have, like, it's like, bro, like, why not just hit that? Like, you know,
nah, for her.
Like, why not just help them? Like, even just giving them like a meal for a day, like helping them eat for breakfast, or, you know, it's like, you know, just little shit, because like that's all I can do right now.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna do what I can do, and like hopefully I'll be able to do more. So like that's just like, you know, just help when you can, just do what you can. Like nobody, I'll never ask nobody to like do more than they can do, yo. Like I'm not asking the world out of anybody, you know what I'm saying? It's just all about like helping us, like helping other people who don't really have shit, like, you know.
Yeah.
So that's just really something that like I kind of want to put out there. So just
doing your thing.
Yeah.
So I remember a drawing you did. Like, I don't remember the year, but it was a drawing of you, and it was half of you was smoking, and then half of you was, you know, regular. And you said, which one do you know? Which one do you? Who do you know? Or whatever.
Yeah, that.
Like, nigga. Okay, so basically you're saying you love weed and like you be smoking hella, and like obviously your intellectual side, or nigga, like, okay, like nigga, you high right now? Like, are you high right now?
Not right now. Nah.
Okay. But like that's what I'm saying. Like, so what did that mean, or what was that?
It was really deeper than the whole smoke. Like really, that drawing had nothing to do with smoking.
Okay.
That's the thing. Like it was just like the most simplest way that I can put it. Like one of them was I had a T-shirt and I was smoking. The other side I had a suit, tie, and I'm just chilling. You know.
Right.
So it was just about like at that point in my life, that's when I was going through like a lot of like mental stress and shit like that, and like it felt like I was kind of like not myself. Like I was just doing this when I'm this, and like just like not really me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was kind of like split. Like I had to be this way with some people, be this way with some people, but like I couldn't really be me. You know what I'm saying? So like that's kind of really what it was about. And like the deeper thing is like neither of those was like really like I wouldn't say neither of those was me because it's a part of me, but it wasn't me.
Right.
So like it's like I'm neither of these things, but like they're a part of me type shit. Like, but I'm so much more. Like it's like
Facts.
and that's just really something that like I was really trying to figure out at that point in time. Like I was still like figuring myself out, and like I'm still figuring myself out. But like I could say like I've came a long way from where I was mentally, and that's really thanks to my brother and like his coworker. I'll call her my manager because like she really helped me like that, and like when things were really beginning. So that's really what that drawing was about, and like that's probably to this day that's probably like one of my deepest like pieces. And it's like,
you didn't think I'd bring that up, did you?
Huh? Nah, I did not. I did not.
I thought about that hoe. I thought thoroughly.
Yeah, but like like I don't like I think that I'll keep that hoe forever. Like
for sure.
I'll definitely that's one piece that like I'll always keep forever because like that really like it was really me. Like that was the first time like I actually put myself like on like like on like put myself out, like posted it,
right.
like made that public, like like who really knows me in this, or like who really fucks me enough to say like yeah, like I know him, like like he's this person, he's this, that, he's
mm-hmm.
And like everyone questions that every day, like who really knows you or whatever, like if you really know yourself. But it's just like you just gotta really sit back and think. Like it could be sad sometimes because like sometimes you'll realize that like damn like nobody really like feels me, like what I'm saying, like who I really am, and like my like who my being, what I'm saying,
right.
Like not a lot of people can say that, or like no one can really say that, and like some people might come to that realization and just like be like off of everyone, be like all right man, fuck everybody, but it's like it's a part of life, and like niggas is young right now, so it's like bro, there's so many people to meet, like
right.
Who's to say like your friendship soulmate or like your soulmate in general doesn't come like 5 years later or whatever. So it's like never close yourself off, and like I've caught myself really close to just closing myself off a lot of times, like just be like yeah bro, I'm off, like but it's just like doing that kind of like holds me back because like I believe that like nobody's here to be alone, like
sure.
Like we're not here to be like lonely ass people, like we're here for like to be together, like we're all humans, like there's a lot of shit separating us, like religion, race, all that shit. There's a lot of shit separating us, and it's just like, bro, like, why?
Yeah.
Like everyone wants to be on top, but it's just like, bro, like let's just help each other,
for
bro.
Sure.
Like,
yeah,
bro, like,
that's what it's all
I
about.
feel like that's just like that's a lot of shit that holds a lot of people back, like niggas. I don't know how to explain it, yo. It's like niggas just don't know how to move with the mindset of like
being there for one another.
Being there for one another, bro. Like niggas really think like, yo, if I'm helping this nigga out, like, what does that make me? Or like, like I'm
right.
feeling that's fucking my shit up. But it's like, bro, no, like, who's to say like you helping him, puts him in position, and he's like, yo, that's the same nigga that helped me. Yo, like this is my nigga. Feel me? Like anybody can be anybody, yo. So like you never really know who like niggas can be or like who niggas are.
For
you
sure.
Feel me? So it's like.
So I mean, So wrapping everything up with like you and what you've done and what you're doing, I saw an interview the other day, and I forget who I was watching, but they were talking about how like you only got to be right once, and with what you're doing, with WeYounite, Happy Sorrows, your art, everything like that. Is that how you approach things? Do you look at things as more of the terms of all I gotta do is be right once with that? Because for example, I could be doing this today. And then, in 2-3 years, I'm not doing this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it didn't work out. Let's say I just found something else that I was more passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
So is that how you approach with all the things that you do right now? That all I got to do is be right once. And once I find that niche or find that flow of what I want to do, that's the one way. Or is it more of just kind of like...
I feel I feel like the way I move, I'm doing everything that I enjoy.
Right.
And I'm still figuring out shit that I'm enjoying. Like, I just realized that, like, I really fuck with, like, you know, technology and, like knowing really the depth of technology and everything like that. Like, I'm figuring out that I really love that shit. So, like, right now, I'm just putting out everything that I love, yo. And, like, there's going to be something that sticks. And when that shit sticks, I'm going to run with it, right? But the revenue I'm expecting from whatever that is, I'm still going to use it to, like, help do what I want to do, help do what I love to do, just make that shit better. Like, being able to really, like, do what I actually want to do because I have the funds to actually do that shit. Right. So, like, I feel like it's cool to run with the shit that makes you money, but, like, money should never be the drive, yo, because, like, or, like, you know, you should be just always doing what you love to do because, like, that's what's really going to make you happy, yo, doing what you love to do and, like, saying, like, yeah, like, I wake up every day and I'm happy because I'm doing what I love to do. Mm-hmm. So, like, that's how I move specifically. I just realized that, like, yo, like no matter what, all I want to do is just be happy, and I want to make people happy. So, like, that's how I move. That's how I live my life. That's I feel like I'm a very caring person, yo. So it's like how I move is how, like, I want people to, like, also treat me, like, you know. I want someone to be there, like, yeah, like, let me make Ala happy today, like, you know, let me check up on him, you know. Like, I just want to put that out there so, like, people are used to it and people knows, like, bro, there's nothing wrong with, like, you know, like, checking up on people, make people happy, make people smile. So, like, that's kind of like how I just, like, go. That's just really how I live my life, yo. Just doing whatever makes me happy and just being happy, yo. That's really all I can say.
Shout out ALO, man. Shout out you, bro. For real, bro. I appreciate you coming out here, bro. Yeah, that's what's up, like,
bro. Thank you for inviting me.
Nah, for sure,
this
bro.
It's really been fun.
Good conversation. We'll do this again soon, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
That was the Blue District Podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, you know, comment, do what you got to do.
Do that.
For sure. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, 100.